Is talent something you're born with or something you build over time? In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between talent and skill, why talent is often misunderstood, and why passion, consistency, and practice matter far more than natural ability. I'm Scott Serkland. Join me in the Art Lab. Let's suit up. Call it talent, call it skill. I try to surround myself with people who embody those ideas. One such person is my friend Keith Foster, who is the creator behind the subject of today's art. I'm wrapping up an illustration I've been working on featuring two of his characters, Kadoja, the giant kaiju, and Space Minotaur. Pretty self-explanatory. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna lay down some audio tracks, some music from a soundtrack for one of Keith's comic book project, which is something I think I would like to do for my own upcoming project, Hip Optimus Rhyme, but that's a ways off, but something I got in the back of my head. So do me a favor and check out Keith's links in the description, and without any further delay, let's get started. Today, I want to talk about talent. What is talent really? Is it something you're born with? The ability to draw, create, sing, play sports? Or is it something you develop through work and practice? For me, I lean much more towards the second opinion. That isn't to say I don't believe talent exists. We've all seen it. You see kids who are absolute prodigies, musicians, athletes, artists, and you can't help but wonder, how does that even happen? I don't pretend to know the scientific answer to that. Someone much smarter than me can probably explain it way better. I remember watching a short documentary about this young violinist, maybe 10 years old, performing at an incredibly high level. She wasn't just playing recitals, she was performing in front of full symphonies. It was jaw-dropping. At first glance, it looks like pure talent. But when you dig a little deeper, you realize there's much more going on. Her parents were musicians themselves. She was surrounded by music from an early age. She loved it. She talked about it constantly. That environment mattered. So maybe talent exists, but nurturing, exposure, encouragement, and love for the craft matter just as much. That's something I can relate to. My mom was very creative. Not an illustrator, but crafty, artistic, expressive. My parents encouraged me, and that encouragement goes a long way. It's unfortunate, but not everyone gets that, and that's a bigger conversation for another day.
Roundhouse to the skull, bust you in the face like a jet's free safety. You're not safely out of my range from a kung fu kick. I kick that shit.
So when people ask, are you born with talent, or did you have to learn it? I honestly think in most cases you learn it.
This ain't kid shit like a trike with a kick. Like a king snake when I strike then spit. Following my way gun like so you quit. Hang the mic up then power down the amp. Unplug the cord, unhook the PA. Drive far away like down to VA. Hope I don't find out where you stay. You on my 5-year like DRI. My revenge just ain't quenched when you buy. Saw that you mess with the wrong damn guy. This ain't play, it's opera and I. Get your ass kicking, get an MRI. You'll be missing, call the FBI. You weren't on my list, bigger fish to fry. But you had to spy and try and pry. Now sit around and wonder why. Boy with the gold, now I'm on the attack. Once I'm forward, I never go back. Now face my vendetta.
I loved drawing as a kid. Some days that's all I did. I'd lock myself in my room, drawing comics, making characters, telling stories, and that's probably why I'm still doing it today. I've been fortunate to make a living doing creative work, but even if I couldn't, I'd still be drawing because I love it. And because I love it, I practice. I draw constantly. I make things constantly. And every time you do that, you improve, even if you don't notice it day to day. There are people who practice more than I do and are better than me. There are people who practice less and seem naturally gifted. That happens.
Up on the spot, Sanjoro, I'ma right these wrongs. Learn so much, now my mind is strong. Sick of corruption all day long. People live foul, foul's the new fare. Starts at the top and works down there. Get handouts like cash in the air. Deregulate and elite don't care. What you can get, not what you earn. Example set for the kids to learn. In your high palace and it's time to burn. Ambition and I got one torch. Standing with it lit on your front porch. How did we let it all slide so far? Blame ourselves, not the only one marred. Wealthy, elite, bear that scar. Keep friends high but low they are. in short power in the one-class war. You pay the money and they buy new cars. They aren't held to their mistakes. Loopholes, bailouts, all it takes. Stress and stress gets strained, then breaks. Earth vibrates and the ground just shakes. Straw on a camel is all it takes. All victims in the big earthquakes, burned in the fire that the high ones make. Only thing missing is fire in the lakes. Still got time to turn it around. Always dark for the dawn is found. Brightest light follows darkest black. We go forward and we'll never go back. Boy with the gold numb on the attack. Won't forget what got us here. Money we hold near and dear. Insecurity replaced by fear. Now the revolution's near. Now face my vendetta.
If you want to keep up to date with all the cool projects happening in the Art Lab, then join my mailing list. You get updates and freebies every month, and you can make your own comics and creative projects with the Comic Maker Starter Kit included in your free subscription. When someone says, "You're so talented," I know they mean it as a compliment, and I do appreciate it. But part of me always thinks, this didn't just happen. I didn't wake up one day knowing how to draw, how to tell stories, how to design comics. I worked at it for years, and I'm still working at it. Talent alone doesn't carry you very far if you don't love what you're doing. Someone might have natural ability, but if they don't practice, if they don't care enough to keep pushing, they eventually get passed by the people who do put in the work. Passion beats raw talent in the long run. Sure, there are physical realities. If you're 5'3" and want to play in the NBA, that's probably going to be an uphill battle. And even the shorter player who did make it had to work twice as hard. But for most creative pursuits, drawing, writing, making comics, the ceiling is far higher than you think. If you love what you do, if you show up constantly, if you put in the reps, you will get better. So, when it comes to talent versus skill, I don't think talent is irrelevant. I just think it's widely overrated. Skill is built. Confidence is built. The finished work is built. And the people who keep going, who practice, who learn, who fail and try again, those are the ones who actually make things. That's gonna wrap up another video, but I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think talent is something you're born with? Do you believe that it's something you earn, or maybe a little bit of both? Let me know in the comments section, and be sure to hit like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys next week.